Hello, class 11th student. Today I'm going to start chapter 13. Topic is index number. This is part 1 from your book Statistic for Economics. In the previous chapter, we had learned about how to calculate average. So within that we had learned about the mean, median, mode, partitional value. Okay, index number is also a average but index number is calculated when there are different items and they are measured in different measurement unit, like you can take cloth, milk, sugar. All these goods are measured in different unit. So in such a case, if you want to find out uh, average, okay, in concern to its price, so we are going to use index number. Okay, so let us understand what is this. We have learned previous chapter how many measures can be obtained from a mass of data: mean, median, mode, partitional value. Okay, we can calculate any of it according to our objective. Now we will learn how to obtain summary measures of change in a group of relative variable. We observe change in individual output, price, income, level, supply of money, etc. In order to know the extent of change over a period of time, we use index number. Okay, like index number is before the COVID, what are the prices of different commodities, and after this time, what is the condition and what is the prices. So when we make the compare, we needed to average number, and for that we use index, the concept of index number. Okay, now this is important. The first stack number was constructed in 1764 forward to compare Italian price index in 1750 with the price level in 1500. Initially, index were used to measure the effect of the change in the price, but today index number have become widely used to measure change in the cost of living, production, export, imports, etc. So in the beginning, there is only price index, but today there is consumer price index, wholesale price index, uh, agricultural price index. Okay, so this is given here. Okay, what is index number? So an index number is a statistical device for measuring change in magnitude of a group of related variables. There are two group of variable x and y. So we are going to compare these two over a period of time. Okay, so index number measures the change with the respect of time, geographical location, or some other characteristic. This compare may be between the characterized as a person, school, hospital, etc. It also measures the change in the value of variable like prices of a specified list of a commodity, volume of production in different sector of an industry, production of various agriculture crops, cost of living. So these are the type of index number, different type of index number that is calculated, like cost of living. Cost of living index number help us to know the cost of standard of living has increased or decreased. If price increases, it's mean cost of living is going to be high. Okay, so that is why index number is known as a barometer of economic activity. Why? Because with the help of the index number we are able to understand the condition of the economy. Okay, now there are given some definition. Spingle, an index number is a statistical measure designed to show the change in a variable or group of a related variable with respect to time, geography, location, and other characteristics. Come to the Crompton and Cowden. It's very easy definition. Index number are device for the measuring difference in magnitude of a group of related variable. So I think you are able to understand what is index number. It is a statistical device which measures change in the magnitude of a group of related variables. Okay, so this is the meaning. Now, features of index number. So first of all, relative change. Relative change, this we make the compare between two data on the basis of time. Okay, So it is a measure relative. Index numbers measures relative or percentage change in a variable over time, like price of wheat before the COVID, after the COVID, price of rice before the COVID, after the COVID. So this is what, this is relative change, and this is what index number. Index number of price, for example, is not a simply a statement of price at different dates. It present estimation of percentage change in the price over years with reference to some selected base year. If index of prices stand at 200 in 219 compared to 100 in 11 to 12, it suggests that price have risen by 100%. Okay. Now come to the next feature, quantitative expression. So index number is a quantitative expression. It give us precise measurement, yani it give exact value. The index of prices, for example, will tell us that between the year 2009 18 to 19, the price have risen by 7%. It's mean what? It's mean that industrial production has declined by 3% and the national income has risen just by 3.5% during this period. The index number are not qualitative statement like a price are rising or falling. So it actually give us exact value. So that is given here. Now averages. Index number is also an average. Okay. Changes in terms of average. When it is said that the year between the year 2018 to 19 price has risen by the 7%, it does not mean that price of all goods and services has uniformly increased by 7%. It's mean that generally the price has increased by 7%. Now, difficulty or problem in the construction of index number. So first of all, we have to decide which type of index number we require. So it depends upon our purpose. If we want to know about the condition of labor, so we use labor price index. If we want to the condition of the agriculture sector, so we use agriculture price index. If we want to understand the standard of living, so we use CPI. So there are different type of index number which you are going to use. So it depends upon the purpose. Now come to the selection of the base year. Base year is the year on the basis of that we compare the current price and current quantity of a product. So the selection of base is very important, and we use the base year, the year that is normal. Normal means there is very less fluctuation in the price. So that year is considered as a base year. Now come to the selection of goods and services. In a country, there are thousands of goods and services are produced. A person also use lot of goods and services. So when we are calculating index number, we are not going to include each and every item. So which item we are going to include, that we have to decide. Here is given one example. If we want to construct a consumer price index, it's mean not we are going to calculate all commodities. Yeah, we are going to include all commodities because it is not possible and not desirable. So which type of goods and services we use? When we are constructing, we use the goods that is majorly or widely used by the consumer, like rice, milk, ghee, cloth. Okay. Now come to the next problem, selection of prices of the goods and services. There are two type of price: wholesale price, retail price. Wholesale price is that price at which retailer purchase the goods, and retailer price is that price at which we purchase, yani consumers purchase. So there is the question, after selection of the purpose, after selection of commodities, base year, then which type of commodity we are going to price of the commodity we are going to include, wholesale price or retail price. Okay, controlled price, market price. Now finding the average price. So for finding the average price, okay, we use this equation. And one thing you have to keep in mind, keep for the base year price we use P0, and for the current year price we use P01. Okay, so 1 is for the present and 0 is for the base year. Okay, now selection of the weights. Weight for weight is related to giving weight, yeah, importance to goods, and there are many methods like Fisher, Paschal, Laspierre. So which you are going to pick up, it depend upon your objective of the study. Now choice of the average. So there is many type of average, many methods to calculate average, like geometric, arithmetic. So which we are going to pick up, it depend upon uh, objective of average. Selection of formula. So there are lot of formula to calculate, like Laspere, Paschal, simple price index number, price relative, Dorbis, Bowley. So we have to select any one. Now come to the advantage of the uses of the index number, how it is helpful. So measurement of change in the price level or value of money. Index number is very helpful to know that there is any change in the price level or not. The goods has become more costly or least costly in compared to previous year, or there is any fall in the price. So these things we come to know with the help of the price index. So most important use of the index number is that index number measures the value of money during different period of time. We can use index number to know the impact of the change in the value of money or different section of the society. Okay, now come to the next second point, knowledge of the change in standard of living. So index number also help to know standard of living has become costly or least costly. If there is inflation, so obviously standard of living is going to be more costly. If there is not inflation, so there will be same cost of living. Now adjustment in salaries and allowances. When government is going to provide TADA or incentives to their employees, so they use index number, consumer price index number, to understand how much more money they require to purchase same basket as they are purchasing before. Okay, now useful to business community. Okay, business community also take the use of price index for making the decision, making the planning. Okay, now come to the information regarding production. Index number helpful to know that which production is increasing, industrial, agricultural, and according to that government formulate the policies. Okay, now information regarding foreign trade. Index of exports and imports provide useful information regarding foreign trade. Accordingly, export import policy are formulated. Useful to politicians. So it is very helpful to understand the condition of economy, and according to that they take many decisions, they formulate the policy. Okay, now useful for the government. So when government is making the fiscal policy, yani ki at the time of the taxation, at the time of public expenditure, government uses this index number, where they are going to provide subsidy, where they are going to charge uh, taxes, more taxes. So these things are, these uh, decisions are taken by the government with the help of the price index. Okay, now limitation. What are the demerits of index number? So it is not completely true. Why? Because it is an average. So it can't be true for each and every commodity. Like if there is increase in the price level by 7%, it does not mean that the price of each and every good is going to be increased by the 7%. So it gives us only a generalize figure or data tendency of the economy. It does not tell about each and everything. There is not possibility of international comparison. Why? Because price is always given in the local currency or domestic currency. So that is the reason we can't do the international compare on the basis of index number. Differences of time. So whenever we are going to construct the index number, so there will be a base year price and current year price. If there is too much different or there is very least difference, so index number is not going to be very useful. Limited use. So if you had calculated index number for knowing the condition of teachers, so that survey, that result you cannot apply on the condition of the labor. So this is the limitation of the index number. Okay. Lack of retail price index number. Wholesale price index number, data regarding that we get easily, but data regarding retail price index number, it is not easily accessible. Okay. So these are the limitations. Now, simple and weighted index number. So there are two type of index number, simple and weighted. So what is simple? So when all items are given equal importance, are given equal weight, so this is known as a simple index number. In case of simple index of price, for example, all goods or services to be according equal weight, no matter whether sell and purchase of certain good is more than of other. It is a simple average of price. Okay, so all items are given equal importance, there is not given any weight, so this is known as a simple index number. Now come to the weighted index number. So these are the index number in which different item of the series are accorded different weight depending upon their relative importance. It is not a simple average. Okay, here is given, for example, it is to be a weighted average of the price of different good. Thus, if the expenditure on rice is twice the expenditure on the cloth, then in the construction of the price index, price of rice may be accorded to as the weight compared to the one in compared to cloth. So this is what weighted index number. Okay, thank you for today's student.